Well, he's been in college basketball for 4 or 5 years, so there's a lot to take from that. And then him being in the same position, there's a lot to take from that as well. I watch him every single day in practice when he's running the play, so I know exactly how to run it because he's the vet. So I can take his daily routine schedule. I can take his play style. I can take his motor. I can take a lot of aspects of his game, and learn from the way he does stuff.
What's been the biggest adjustment, just coming from high school, getting here, coming to this level? What's been the biggest adjustment?
I would say the speed. It's a lot faster. For high school basketball, you can take your time, dribble the ball out. It's a lot easier to slow the game down. The defense for college basketball they speed you up a lot. So whether it's practice or the scrimmages we had, it's a lot easier to get sped up by the defense. So I think that's one of the biggest takeaways.
Wasn't the real thing, but what was last Friday like? What was it like going back home? In a way.
Yeah, it was fun. Definitely it was. I'm glad we got the win. I'm glad we played. Played decent. It's just about getting better every day. It was fun to go home and play in front of the state that I'm from, but it's just about coming away with that win.
What do you feel like you and Mo, specifically at that 5 spot, just the two of you guys at that 5 spot, what do you feel like you bring just to this team?
I feel like we bring a lot of energy, whether it's on the defensive end or offensive end. I feel like we're both lob threats, we're both paint protectors. So whether it's defense or offense, I feel like the energy is something that we bring.
Coach Moser mentioned, protecting the paint. Mentioned you as a shot blocker. Just how much is that a part of your game, and how important?
Yeah, it's been a part of my game forever. That's being the biggest guy, growing up. I've worked on my timing and just the ability to be able to block shots, and I've just gotten comfortable being in the paint.
What are some of the things that you learned at Overtime Elite that have kind of translated really well for you since being at Oklahoma?
Definitely the schedule. The schedule we had at Overtime definitely got me ready for the schedule I have now, being in the gym all day, having to be able to balance school and basketball, because a lot of people think Overtime doesn't do school, but we definitely do. So being able to balance the schedule between school, basketball, and when I'm doing my workouts outside of practice and lift and everything, I feel like Overtime helped me learn how to balance a lot of stuff.
You'd already signed